signed like to ESL.
Yeah.
But regardless,
Right, salary.
Kick things off here. As again, FaZe clan does start with a 1-0.
Okay, so FaZe doesn't have a Killjoy, which I don't like.
Not losing a
But
series.
I don't think you really need it on this map.
I mean, 100 Thieves seems to like it a lot.
On the attacking side, you've got FaZe playing defense. You can see some presence.
I don't know, maybe I'm a fanboy a little bit.
Look over on A results in some damage dealt. That'll send the likes of FaZe.
I'm just saying, if that was yesterday, Asuna, he kills 2 right there.
Out the close corners, nothing spotted as the Jet has actually updrafted up into the rafters. It's Baby Bay who has to watch out for the damage that could be.
I think it depends on how you play, really. I think Killjoy just works well for their playstyle, and I just don't see a Killjoy working well for phases, you know?
Baby Bay
Like,
also just loves Jet.
Like something I think that's going to happen on T side for FaZe is they're going to work really, really quickly and just fight. Killjoy's really good at watching flanks rather than Cypher on this map because you have the turret which can cover like a radius.
Well, they're set up for this B. Aggressive fighting, I like it.
That's the way to do it. Come on.
Uh-oh. Nate actually gets so much work done. Jesus.
To force them out from behind yellow. You've now got a post-plant scenario.
I don't even know how that happened. He had so much time to move out of that.
Corey by his side, no utility left remaining for the Rays. Gonna have to get a couple kills to pull those paint shells
I think
back out.
He was just low, maybe, and slightly got hit by the second nade explosion.
Coming in from under tube. So they're just going to be playing this slow. There's the first shots coming out from the Sheriff long range. Somehow Steel's not necessarily connecting, but he's got them exactly where.
Why would that guy drop off on that side?
Other side of the wall,
I mean, it worked, I guess, but he got smoked anyways.
Despite the fact that Steel doesn't get the kill, that works out beautifully.
Exactly. If he doesn't get kills, he does damage, and he's separating the.
Wait, is the second map? No, this is first.
For FaZe. But when I was talking about information denial at the beginning of the round, so there was a lot of one-way smokes from Zachary. At the same time, you had a recon dart that came out from Hiko. So they don't know how many players are playing on that B side, how many players are stacking on the defender side, how many players are trying to push forward on the attacker side. And when you finally had a play on contact towards this A side with Asuna, with Steel, that's when they're like, okay, it was an attempt of being aggressive from Baby Bay on a flank, which is something that he likes to do a lot on his map. And then they crunch back towards B on a 5-man push, which worked out in their favor.
Okay.
100 Thieves.
Did that guy lag out, or look what happened there?
Had an opportunity
no,
there, just couldn't quite get the Sheriff under control.
He's back, so I think he got it.
It's Asuna who's stuck currently in the corner by fence. Knows he has to be
map advantage. Chat, map advantage.
Did he get the orb though? Like, who knows? Oh, I like the aggression by Corey. And just dip out. Oof. Look at that guy in tube. He's gonna get a fraggy with that shotgun.
You think so?
Yeah, if they peek him, he's dead.
The drone. Oh.
He's not gonna check it. They're checking mid.
Yeah, he's just waiting.
Oh, he's gonna walk out. He's gonna walk out and just get owned. Oh.
So no dice today.
Yeah, sometimes you want to put.
Oh boy, this is actually massive. Steel's getting owned. Oh yeah.
But now he's gonna crunch from.
Oh no.
Eco.
I think he ran too soon. They're in man advantage though on FaZe. Still doable.
I think he took way too long. He could have ran behind that guy like the second the wall went down, I think.
I guess 2020, honestly.
Yeah, you really don't know where they are exactly, so you just kind of guess, but you can't walk with the shorty, though. Don't catch him.
Knows they're close. He's relying heavily on his teammate at distance. The SMG not working out so well. A slow orb's going to go down. There's a smoke coming in as well, but he's not sticking the spike. He swings wide. Zachary.
Oh, nice.
Well played.
Yeah, really well played to get off the bomb and everything.
Steal one away from 100 Thieves
for the trade.
Yeah, that was
WP,
actually,
dude.
very
WP.
well done here from FaZe on that retake. I didn't think it was winnable.
You got an eco already. Shit.
When it was a very patient, slow play, methodical for 100 Thieves, as we know them for, on the way that they want to do their executions. The wall, a perfect split into that B site. But the pulse plan, I guess it didn't gather enough information of where the rotation.
I forget this is Ethan's first tournament.
Yeah.
He might walk away with a big dub.
Like what to call it, or under tube. Then it actually fumbles a little bit how 100 Thieves wants to execute into the B site, and FaZe is
They haven't even had time to practice.
a great way to win the round that puts 100
Yeah,
Thieves
they just
on
threw
an
him in the
eco.
mix.
And with this eco, you now have
Like they
100 Thieves
actually
to
haven't had
play
any time to practice.
the range, so they could maybe try to do some damage on how aggressive FaZe has been on the A
Wow,
side.
that was just not even necessary, and he did it anyways. I love it.
That play from Baby Bay, just lurking.
Yo, they're
creeping
not.
on
I
in.
like that FaZe is, like you
That's
said, being
another early
aggressive,
flow from
Yeah.
Thieves. They
running two
definitely did
duelists,
not
and
wanna
kind of
take
just like
Skittles
getting in their
caught
face
underneath
rather
too.
than being
He said
scared of them.
Uber calls
That's
it
kinda like-
Potter, a reference to four Griffin
If you know what your play style is, just stick to it.
Potter's residence, of course, underneath the
No respect. Oh,
stairs.
Marshall. Did you see that?
It
Yeah.
is a 5
There's a
on
Marshall
2.
in play.
The numbers heavily in favor of FaZe right now. They do have spike
No skin.
control at least, but obviously
on.
you can tell by the
Yeah,
equipment
because
that
no
not
one
much
uses
can
it.
be
No one
done.
wants this shitty
And
gun.
just look at the setup. You've got this super passive play in spawn with their Sova. He's just sitting back in spawn, watching so they don't push backside A. This should be an easy lockdown round for FaZe.
Yeah, Hiko's going to try to look for an opening right now too, but they have to start recognizing this for 100 Thieves. But the creep is coming up slower here towards the A side. Baby Bay is going to play that distance on high grounds to make sure that the spike is down.
Opportunity here for Ethan. Knows the magazine is potentially dry.
Somebody in my chat said that they've been playing with Ethan for 2 weeks. Does that mean Dicey already knew that he was getting cut?
I'm pretty sure Dicey knew,
but
but I don't know about that long. Maybe it was announced by one of the players on Twitter, or not Twitter, stream or some shit.
Coming in for 100 Thieves that'll allow them to have that res. And based on the way the early rounds have played out, with those aggressive plays coming in from FaZe, you might see that aggressive look from someone like Baby Bay, and then they could revive.
Yeah, and that's the issue right now, is because if you're looking at the setup for 100 Thieves, whenever they have these gun rounds, you see how Steel always plays that turret at the spawn side, and he's watching for any pushes towards mid. So you don't really have anybody playing towards belt. So FaZe recognizes that, and for 2 rounds in a row, they push forward for that.
Okay, they're playing loose, which I like. Baby Bay's such a gamer for that.
He knew he was
like,
one
fuck
dagger.
it. Yeah, he wanted that trade so bad. But there's the res.
Oh.
Oh, the aggression though.
Oh,
man.
Okay, now just give it.
Yeah, give, for sure give.
His target was brought back to life.
Big fight here, Dave. Rockets, you're fucking in no man's land, man.
Like, actually, though, he's actually in no man's land.
You're literally fucking just sitting. Oh, God.
That step almost fucking whipped the dagger.
Yep.
Baby Bay is looking for the ace. Still has some
Oh my God.
Oh my God, dude. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I really like how FaZe is playing right now. They're not letting 100 Thieves get into position to actually execute.
And like I said, I don't want to discredit any other teams right now, but
The Sage res, get back in there, punish them for resing. God, beautiful.
This is the biggest test
Double
for FaZe.
aggression.
They're playing against the
They
first
definitely
ranked
already
team,
knew that the res was
and
going to
he's
happen
able to get an
because they had
Yeah.
that omen lean with the flash.
a push towards
I mean, that was
Ethan
really
that
well played by
punished
Baby
100
Bay,
Thieves, a
but
push
also
towards mid
Rock.
that
I will
punished
say that
100
Rockets just got caught
So
in
at
no
this
man's
point
land.
now for the
Yep.
attacker
Real, he
side,
almost
they have to
the
figure
round.
out what type of area they could try to focus on and try to capitalize on. So far, it's been towards this green side. With
Oh, did you hear about that
versus Zach,
teabagging
and
thing?
they're gonna try
Yeah.
that and continue to push
Kind
him
of
away
funny,
at the start.
actually.
Hopefully,
Yep.
they could do this with rifles because Ethan was able to creep into that B side before. It's
Same with, like,
still
shooting your
full
gun on the
rounds, so
floor,
10 rounds. That's
body,
it.
whatever.
A thorn in her side.
Man,
Again,
Sorry, Baby
they
Bay.
are aggressive. Look at this. A side
So
presence. They're
PC.
just pushing so aggressively. You can see that punish from Baby Bay. Marv got one in mid as well.
I get it.
Giving B site, but they're kind of shifting their resources around. So they play a little bit further back on B, but way further up on
God.
A. That's what allows 100 Thieves to get into these positions, but FaZe is not allowing them to do anything with it. And most importantly, they left the spike at home.
Oof.
Yep.
Can't leave that one
they're
behind as
crisp
Marv.
right now,
They're
man.
feeling it. They're feeling damn good. Wait, he just teabagged.
Yeah, they did it last round too. I don't think it's in place yet.
Oh.
Either it's not in place or it's not for NA yet.
I see. That's so funny. We just talked about that.
Yeah, he did it last. That's why I brought it up. 'Cause he did it last
Now
round.
that 100 Thieves has a full weapon round, a full AR, and their stats
I mean, if it does come to NA, they best be ready to actually punish people for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Because if
I
you
don't
make a
like it.
rule without a punishment, that doesn't really make much sense.
No, it doesn't. I don't like it personally, but I obviously have no say. I think it's a little soft, but whatever. Family-friendly esport, I get it.
Lurk than he has on various rounds in the past versus other teams on this map.
Problem with this turret placement, though, Vincently. can't get very far
Oh
away
my
from
god, that dash was a little unnecessary.
It's stuck in the
Wow,
corner.
that's a
So
sick one
he's
way.
gonna have to stick nearby if he wants that turret to have that level of impact. And again,
Man,
it's
I
a
am really
very
liking
early
how FaZe is
pickoff.
playing.
This time onto the Sage. That's a brutal blow.
They're just not. They're
As
getting
they
man
lose
advantage
Nitro,
every
they
round
lose
with
the kills, they
aggression
lose
and
the
not
ball,
letting 100-3s fall into a
everything
set strat.
associated
Yeah, they know their
with Sage play.
strength.
Now in that time, Steel has crept up.
Oh,
slowly but surely.
oh my fuck.
Oh my
Dude.
gosh, never mind.
Yeah.
Baby Bay.
Jesus
killing it
Christ.
Right now, he's on a whole different
Overwatch
level.
aim,
That's what
baby.
allows that pickoff
Check
to
his
happen.
blood.
Support coming out as well. This is just
He's on
incredibly well
something.
read from FaZe. As 100 Thieves has their backs against the wall, they have to make a move at this point. A paranoia comes through, but they can't really gain much space off of it. Raucus is hiding currently inside. His smoke has it.
They're getting owned.
Yeah, they're getting
Baby Bay with
absolutely. I
another
think FaZe has
multi-kill
9K
round.
flat on
He is
everyone.
on fire right now.
Yeah, and that's where FaZe
Almost.
trusts their teammates' calls rather, because
Almost, yeah.
that was only a 1 versus 1 on the site in the beginning.
That's like
That
3,
was
5.
Baby Bay versus Steel. Baby Bay
kept
winning
alive
that round, and
rounds
you have an immediate ult
in a
from
row.
Zachary all the way from B at A side when they had basically a little bit more pressure towards B.
Trying to think, what does 100 Thieves do differently? I think all they really can do is hold for pushes
They're confident. It's not just
and
Baby Bay
actually
Yeah.
win the
getting
hold.
these pushes. I know
They're
he's
losing
at
the hold.
4-3, but that's 2 rounds as well where he was
They have
Or do
been
something
hold.
really, really, really quick.
In the numbers
I
of
don't
first
think they
blood
should do
in this
anything quick. I think
quarter
FaZe is a better
first
quick
half,
team.
It's all been FaZe.
Oh man, look at this again, Baby Bay.
I mean, look at
is
this. They
so
don't even need to do
aggressive.
this. Look
Feeling
at this
it,
guy.
it could
Look
be
at this
punished,
guy.
and it is.
He's
Not
fucking
aware that
pugging.
There was a looming threat on the
That's
high
actually
ground.
kind of
Now
puggy right
relies upon his
there.
team, who's onside. Rocket is playing
Like,
off
oh
of
my
an angle,
God.
trying to hide. Will take damage if he falls off that. It's about 15 if I'm not mistaken.
They might lose because of that, though.
Also falling to the
Yeah,
rifle,
it wasn't the
there's
play
15
because they just gave a
damage taken
Vandal
by
to
the Silver.
Nitro.
They've got
He gets
A-site
a kill with
control,
it, gets a
and more
res. I
importantly,
mean, come
Nitro's
on.
been able to gather up another orb and another player brought back into the fight. It's Asuna, one you desperately want.
Oh,
It's a 3-on-5, a promising look for
Eeky.
100 Thieves.
Yeah, and it's a res when they're on a half buy, right? There was a rifle that they picked up from Baby Bay. A couple of them still had pistols. They're just confident that they might be able to take this round because they have the showstopper from the res. So they want to use that to clear space.
Oh my god, he
No, it
just
doesn't
killed
work.
him in his ult, I think.
yep,
Okay.
he did.
FaZe have turned things around. You've got Zachary.
Hello?
Wow.
W. He has 0 chill. They spot one towards FaZe. They know the last player's on
I
high.
mean-
They're going to try and tap despite debating out of position. It's Steel.
You heard the rope.
Looked like he was going to
Yep.
go for a reload or maybe
I mean,
even
I'm
some
not gonna
utility,
lie,
but gets
like-
gunned down through the wall as he goes up the ropes.
FaZe is just hitting their
into
shots, like
opposite
every
two.
single one of them.
FaZe,
I know
they
100
had
Thieves
a
didn't have a
massive
buy there,
numbers
but they had a
disadvantage,
5v3
yet still,
advantage
somehow,
with a push-up
they
on
end up on
site.
top of the round.
And that's right, and you saw the showstopper that also came out
Sheesh.
from Corey at the same time, and he's the one that's going to capitalize
Baby
on
Bay
that
almost
kill.
through, though.
So it's very
Yeah.
well done. It was a nice attempt for 100 Thieves, like I said, to try to
Baby Bay
utilize
needs
the
to just
res
chill a little
on
bit.
Austin.
That's a little
Completed
too
number 2
solo.
And the ultimates to try to win this, and I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
at that point, from Steel's point of view, he got wall banged. But I think from Zachary's point of view, he
Steel's
made
up.
feeling it,
Steel-
feeling it.
Steel's opping?
and made it an easy 1
Yeah.
versus 1. So you
Feels
made
like
it
they're
out to
operate normally,
ultimates,
either him or
which is the
Nitro.
res and also the showstopper for 100 Thieves.
I usually see Nitro,
You're
but
looking pretty good in the gun run right now.
let's get a Hiko up.
Dude, look
Oh
at
my
Corey.
gosh,
dude.
again, look at the aggression.
They aggress middle, he gets the kill.
Corey has
Aggress A,
charged
gets a
up
kill.
top. He's got a
Holy
nade coming
shite.
down. Now he's going to die, but that nade
Oh.
is going to do significant damage.
Corey almost whiffed.
And there's no
Yep,
sage
almost.
to bring them
Almost.
back to full health.
But they
as
got
again,
a, I mean,
they
4v3
lost
man
Nitro
advantage. They
early.
aggress 2 spots.
FaZe is just
They got set aggression.
Wing right now against 100 Thieves, and it's working out way more frequently than maybe it should.
Yeah, this is where they're going to start winning like the ability game mid-round into the late lurks for 100 Thieves on the executions. Because as they keep dying, like 5 seconds in a round,
Oh.
how Baby Bay and Corey have been so aggressive.
Huge.
It's going to
Yep.
come down to, okay, well, now we actually have to use utilities at the beginning of the round. to
His
try to clear out
sense
the
is
front,
so
and he's
fast,
taking that
man.
Once they get into the sites,
How
FaZe
does it,
will
like...
have a lot more on the retakes.
There's the ult being popped, double ults coming
Oh.
out. The knives are pulled as well for Baby Bay.
God,
They realize
got
they forced
updrafts.
them off the spike. A delay on the third pulse from Raucus just in
Doesn't have a
case. We've
dash,
still got
though.
Baby Bay here. Here's the plant come through. Knows that the nades are coming. Tries to get vertical. Asuna
Sniped
cuts
right
that
out of the
play
air.
down quick. Nice shots onto Baby Bay. You've still got Hiko in position.
Thieves is probably
The
going to find
numbers
around here
advantage
unless
has
something
been
crazy
turned
happens.
around. That shock dart's going to fly a little bit further away as it had a little bit too much juice on it.
Interesting.
Recon dart going in to give away positions. Asuna drops off maze just in time. Satchel pack going inside that dart.
Bro, did he
cover,
flick
trying
that
to get up
fucking
onto the
pack?
high ground. It's
Looked
now
like it.
down to Raucus.
Nah, he
They
didn't
know
hit
there's
it.
one up top, but there's just not much that can be done. 100 Thieves They may have lost some early resources with that aggressive play, but they turned it back around and made the round theirs. That said, it's still only 2. They've got quite a mountain built up between them and FaZe currently.
Yeah, and that's who else but Ethan, right, to try to help the team to get into the sights on these late mid rounds, because he's done on the B side, he's now doing on the A side once he gets all the information of where FaZe are currently at. That's the little bit of the weakness that you have in terms of the aggressive play from FaZe right now, because you have players that are so
5A.
you don't really have anybody else that has an opportunity to trade with you, right? So
Alt. They're probably going to do something basic. 5A alt take.
For Baby and for Corey, but they continue it. Corey's already on the pipes.
They just can't stop this aggression too, and it's working, man. And he killed fucking Steel, who had his ult.
Wow.
Killjoy ult down.
They're still going. Oh my, they're still fighting.
And winning.
Oh my god, dude, that is fucking tilting. If I'm 100 Thieves, I'm tilted that they're getting away with this shit.
The sad part is that Corey just should have just fallen back there, but he actually is pugging.
Yeah.
Pretty much of a net.
That's tilting.
They haven't made it even past the cross of the orb, and that's again just the aggressive play from these 2 duelists for FaZe.
Well, Hiko is left standing, and it's never a guarantee when this man's alive in a one-on-many. We've seen him clutch several rounds, but now is not the
Guy
time.
took silent rope behind him, dude.
For Baby Bay means a round win for FaZe. Looking at the scoreboard, currently Baby Bay is 16-4. Corey on an
I'm just surprised that they even won. Steel peaked that up top with his op, because there's just no way you're gonna win that op duel. And then 2, they weren't ready for that kind of aggression that they've done every single round. It's kind of weird.
We saw the op
I mean, they're definitely talking shit about them and their team speak. They're like,
Yeah.
you're actually just disrespecting us.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, for sure.
There's no way they're not malding about this.
They're, yeah.
Because they know Corey's been pushing it before on the high ground or even on the low ground, and now they come face to face against an operator. So now it's going to be another.
Well, this is apparently
obstacle
100 Thieves' weak
else to
point.
think about for 100 Thieves
Just get in their
coming up.
face and just
If you
fucking
look at the
explode on
previous
them.
rounds, you don't really see that. Okay, so the Aldrone actually does come out for his belt. You see how early he has to come out.
Doesn't
now.
matter. He's
Night night.
Another
Night.
obstacle.
I got a flank kill.
Dad jokes.
I
We
like
do
it.
have a trade out.
Mark
coming in
flanked
from
so
Hiko, which is
early.
huge. There's a wall coming in as well. Big fat paranoia ready to go down potentially. Zachary has already come out from heaven from distance. Great damage.
Ooh,
coming out, but it's
Hiko.
actually Hiko, the clutch god,
Important kill.
delivering.
Well, they won this round. They won another half
This
buy.
timing right. And it
That's
can actually
crazy.
Work out so incredibly well. It's all about patience
Well-
right now for
well-
Ethan, but Ethan actually decides
hold on.
No, they did.
Oh.
There's no. Oh
That's
well.
something that's gonna produce
Well.
a problem.
Well.
Killjoy
They've got to know they've
ulti
aggressed the other
to
two.
potentially keep them at bay,
Well.
but it's down to just one player remaining. Now, as the
Un-
lockdown comes
Still
through, there's
up,
a wall. Ethan's on the other side of it. Ethan will be able to get one
Bro.
kill, but can't do much
The
to
wall
stop
is
it.
still
But it's
upside.
FaZe who take another round when it looked
Dude, FaZe
promising
can't do
for
any
100
wrong.
Yet again.
The idea was so good.
Well, I thought they
because
won another half
going
buy.
into the
Nope.
A tower to get the kill in the backside to give his position away because it's only an eco right now for 100 Thieves. So now that you have a plant with the wall, you put the ult from Steel towards the pipe side and you're forcing FaZe to push forward. And FaZe thinks that the whole site is clear. No, they've rotated already
Oh,
from
God,
side, from
it's-
screens. So this is a huge opportunity for Ethan to play time and also get
Man.
the backstab on the diffuser. The
I don't know.
only thing that sucks though,
They're doing their
was that the
aggressive
wall
B
was still
shit
up
right
for
now
Nitro. It wasn't
on
even at a
FaZe.
point where it was about
Oh, with
to
that
kill.
one way
So
again.
Ethan with only a
Yep.
ghost wouldn't be able to break down the wall to get the kill, and his jig was going to be up already no matter what. So unfortunate timing, but the idea was perfect for 100 Thieves.
A rocket comes out. No
Those
damage
ult.
dealt, but look at the amount of map presence they gain off that. They have full B long control, and that allows their Sage to just focus on the underside of tube because there's a wall currently blocking tube access.
Yeah.
So you can see what that does. It pulls all
This
of
is
the
the first slow
resources
round.
towards
Oh, wow,
main
they are in
B,
B
and then
main,
they
never
can just
mind.
rely on the op, who's currently playing back A, to just play that high ground and pick them off. Now,
Oh,
Ethan
I don't know
does
about
catch
that.
Corey
I think-
getting a little
I mean,
overzealous, not
obviously-
really a surprise. Ethan!
Nice shots.
Quick shots coming out, and that is a huge punish.
All they had to do was
especially as the
hold
wall
there.
breaks
But
inside
FaZe
too.
just doesn't give a
Now this
fuck. They have B
big
main
site-
control.
I mean, they're up so high that they really don't care. But they got to be careful because if they do that too much, it's going to be their downfall.
Oh, that timing. I will say though,
I thought the timing
like
of
I
that one was
love
gonna
the
be killed
aggressive
from that
plays
one,
that they're
but Oregon's
making,
so strong
but
from
like
100
all the,
Thieves,
if
so
they
made it
held there,
inside
they
the
win the
cycle,
round
get
because
the
they've been
flank.
pinched
But
through
it's
mid
gonna
and
be
A.
a double flank from long B.
Yeah. You think FaZe is holding? Come on.
Yeah, I know, but it's just crazy how
who has the
They
ult, the
definitely
knives
see
are
that
out.
and they don't
We
choose
saw
that
how
strat.
successful that was previously, as Baby Bay was
This is a
able to
weird
retake
retake.
on
It's
the
all
B
from
site and
fucking
find
the
an
opposite
ace, no
side.
less. So now that the blades are out yet again, swirling through the air, ready to find home and some fleshy targets. See
Clean.
if he can make some space first.
Baby Bay has knives though.
Now
Oh.
goes for the swing.
Never mind, he doesn't have
No
knives
dice.
anymore.
It will be
Ethan
100
is
Thieves putting
shitting on
themselves
throats.
back on the scoreboard.
He's teabagging
But
both
these
of them.
rounds
Got your ball.
are
You gotta dip your balls twice at
At
least.
least the gap is starting to close up, right? So it's looking pretty
Yeah.
good for 100 Thieves. Are starting
Ethan's
to wake up a
frying
bit in this
kids.
matchup, and I like the way that they changed their attacker side for that previous round. Just because you still had Ethan with a from the shadows available, so you have that turret up towards mid, and they want to change the pacing on the lurk from steel. He was going immediately towards that mid tube, while the rest of them 400 Thieves are working towards the A side. There's a potential, a possibility that they might ping out Baby Bay and ult him, but they decide to fall back because of the aggressive push from FaZe that Ethan was able to hold back. If it came down to a point
Man,
where they
FaZe would have won that round
I
so
would be
easily if
surprised
they just held
Ethan
B.
went for a teleport
That's
from the
hilarious.
shadows to just meet up with his team after, as he's going to be the one playing that lurk.
It's important to note, too, if 100 Thieves can find 4 rounds, it's not bad. Their
Correct.
defensive composition is strong with Killjoy playing the defense. If you look at FaZe, they don't have a Sentinel, so well, they do in Sage, but I mean like a Cypher Killjoy style play, so they don't really have as much stopping power. It's going to make things a little bit more difficult on a retake.
I feel the opposite, because they're stopping.
I wish there was a way to change your crosshair based off of different
That's the reason
abilities.
why they're playing so
Like if you took
aggressive.
knives out, your
And it also
crosshair
kind of
changed.
makes things a little bit more interesting.
Oh, it will be a
though,
thing
when they
eventually, I
Because like
feel
I like thick crosshairs, like big ones, but when you use knives for those, it feels really bad.
Flying
God.
into the site is Asuna.
I don't even see what happened, but they're just getting owned.
Steel lurked too early. I don't know. Like, as
Ethan
soon as he got
is
in there,
feeling
the
it
whole-
though.
He
Jesus.
has been
Yeah, he is.
really heating up. It's down to a 1-on-2. Spike is down on the site.
It's
Can't
close.
quite tap the shots
Nice
into
shot
the
by Marv,
skull of
too.
Marv. 9-3.
9-3 half.
Time
Wow.
scorers, we get ready to throw
Everyone's
the
fucking
Wolf
teabagging
back.
each other, dude.
See if 100 Thieves can
So
snap
much
back.
disrespect
Interesting.
going on in this fucking match.
Mostly with rifles. It was just a lot of holding that W key and charging towards them. It seemed to work out. Now they got to deal with Steel, though, playing as Killjoy, and that is going to be a massive pain in the butt, as Killjoy on this defensive side can be so ruthless.
Yeah, and you see it from 100 Thieves' point of view. They have 3 guys with full shields, which means that they wanted to emphasize a lot on utility. And that's Steel, Asuna to help
God.
the B side, and Hiko with the shock darts to prevent
I got
flash on the
owned.
A side.
Nice nade coming in. That'll force them to the backside of site. It's a big
And yeah,
fat
they're just
paranoia
doing
to
pretty
lead them in this
fast
one. There's
A.
A smoke down that Zachary charges through. And they're using the owl drone as well, but it doesn't clear back sight. It actually clears the other direction, and that's what allows this to happen. Ethan,
Oh, Ethan
even
is
with
going to
the
be
dart in his
the
side as the drone turned
showstopper
back,
here.
It ain't over.
doesn't matter.
It is
100
not
Thieves
over.
with
It ain't
a
over.
I don't know what the fuck
flawless
that was
pistol
by
round to kick
FaZe,
off the
but
second half.
Well, that's a type
Right
of
now,
style
after that round, they're
Fazes play,
talking
right?
shit
They go
hard.
a different game where
100 Thieves
you
is
don't
talking
need to
shit
use those
real
skills to
hard.
Try to clear out corners. You kind of
I had the
go
bomb
for a
out.
jiggle peek, a body
Dropped
peek,
his
and then
gun,
go for an
by
aim
the way.
battle. So it's like, hey, come at me. I don't mind. You want to swing out? I'll
What
still
was he
win
trying
this
to
one right
do?
now.
Was he just
And he's
not?
been
He just
proven
didn't want to
time
plant? He's like, nah, you
in
plant it.
these rounds
Yeah,
to be very good
honestly
in
don't know.
terms of the way that he's rifling and also pistoling in this map.
Nice catch.
Thank you.
Take that, observers.
But I mean, FaZe
Can't
ecoed
count
them
that
last
one.
time.
Thanks.
That will
Nine,
happen
four.
myself. They just have classics.
9-4. FaZe still have a massive lead. They're coming into this one, saving quite a bit of utility and cash so they can move into that next
Ooh.
round with a
Wow.
little bit
He
more.
almost lost
Now,
that.
he
Little
will
rough.
struggle against Marv, who just had a classic.
Oh my
Scrolls
god.
out and he's like,
man.
oh my god, there's so many
As soon as trolling a little bit with that, but whatever.
transferring, but wasn't finishing off the kills in the meantime. FaZe just looking to do some economic damage. Corey's actually gotten all the way up into the kitchen. Might be able to get a kill onto Hiko, who's right around the corner on 80 HP, but Hiko's got the placement
There
ready
you
with
go,
the
cleaner.
crosshair. Now it's all up to Zachary. Do they anticipate a second player in tube? Zachary's actually going all the way over towards the B site. Might actually be able to sneak a plant out of this.
Well, he's got to figure it out. He's got a turret that's super close to him, so hopefully it's not. Oh, it's actually going to be on the top B, so he's going
Gets
to
a
be able to
plan
get
out of it,
Actually,
though.
that's
Got
good.
that
They're
money.
pleased with that
Oh.
lurk, despite them losing so many players.
Jesus.
Yeah, Seal, that's an easy one to get the kill. But yeah, I gotta
Maybe.
say that 100 Thieves, I do like the fact that Asuna tried to push through that smoke and try to get some information. And as he saw it, you saw a shock dart that came in from Hiko in the back of Boiler. So they still had that communication. How close are they in that smoke? Where can they
Fuck
be
am I
going for
watching
FaZe
right now?
How many players are there in that area? Which is why you saw such a
You getting
passive play
guns,
from
or-
100T right after towards that B side. They don't mind to give FaZe the plant. All they want is to get these diffuse and get closer in these matchups, get closer in the spread of this scoreline. And I wonder if we're looking for a gun. Yeah, we're trying
Imagine
to
if they
look for a gun in mid
lost.
still. I think it's Ethan.
Bro, imagine if like something happened
actually,
and
I
they
think
fucking just
Steel
lost.
All their
and
games
not
crash or
cool.
something.
Yeah, like literally, and, like the
Moving
server froze and
immediately
it just
after that round. We'll
exploded.
see if we have a timeout called here. It was possible they were trying to give Steel a little bit of extra time. Who knows? Or maybe it wasn't. They were just looking for the gun. But the fact that Steel wasn't moving it kind of made things a little bit more interesting. Now, speaking specifically of Steel, I know that his numbers in
This
the first
fucking
half
like
were all
I
that
think
impressive.
it's pretty
Attacking side
funny,
Killjoy on this map is
and I
not
also think
exactly
it's
ideal.
BM at the same
On the
time.
defensive side,
What?
though, you can play
Teabagging and
either
like doing
side
this
of
all
the
this
map
extra
and
shit to piss
do it.
off.
Yeah, I think it's
Killjoy is
hilarious,
scary
but
on
I
both NA.
understand
So
the
if you
poor
see that kind
sportsmanship
of
about it. I get
flexibility
that.
displayed
But it is
by
funny
Steel
at the
playing
same
across
time,
the
so I don't
map
know how I
with
feel
wide
about it
places, that's when
entirely.
the can really click on this defense. They're going to be tested here, though. This is going to be a difficult round, given that they're coming into this with a bonus, and there's a lot of money coming in FaZe.
Yeah,
Oh
I was
my
going to say,
God,
I think it's just
baby
Steel in
babe.
general, but we're talking about that a bit.
What a
What
fucking
the-
maniac.
Now, that wall is a little bit awkward,
I thought he was
but
gonna.
it doesn't seem to
I
hurt
thought
them
it
too
wasn't
much.
his
There's a
teammate for a
crack in it.
second, and I was
It looks
freaking
like
out.
Asuna wants to sneak on the
How
backside
does he
site,
live
almost
there?
tried to use it. Has to be
I
careful
guess
as
his
the shock
teammate
darts
swung
come in.
from the right side
Counter
as
shock
well,
darts
but
coming out,
fuck.
damage being
He got
dealt to
healed
players'
immediately,
base.
too.
Steel opens up the LMG and starts
Fucking
spraying
1
a
HP.
hailstorm of bullets towards that direction. They fully rotated off the B site as Steel came over, and they know that based on the LMG sound because they know that Steel was using that previously, which is why you're seeing Baby Bay now peel a bit to try to find an opening somewhere else. Still, though, a lot of presence on the A site.
The presence right now is Asuna, right? And
If
he
that
only
gets
has
in your
a
mental
last
state,
left,
it's your
so
problem. They're
it's gonna
pros.
have
They
to
should not
be
get
being
tilted.
He's actually
I
taking
disagree.
rounds slow. This
and
is
get
fucking
them
I disagree with that.
They get the numbers advantage and just relax.
I think it's the problem of the
Seen this
person
before.
doing it,
Exactly.
not the not the receiving end. The person
Yeah, they
doing it.
transitioned from
That's what
full hold
that's
to
what I think the
retake,
problem
but
is.
Asuna looks like he wants to take matters into his own hands. The Sage Wall goes down, and actually, there's a gap. He can get
Baby
behind
Bay's
this.
in
I'm
a
not
huge
sure if
spot,
they knew that,
but
it doesn't
it's
matter
already over.
anyway.
It's already
Once
over.
The round falling apart.
Yeah.
The last man standing is Steel.
Looking like a
sitting
flawless
back in
one, too.
spawn with the Ares. And Steel's realizing it's not quite worth it. Turret's going to go down. Maybe not. I guess
Well, he went
technically
down,
Turret
it just
did
didn't go
go
where he
down.
wanted to.
Yeah, it didn't go up like he needed it to.
Oh, but yeah, as we are actually on this topic of Steel, and I wanted to touch base on what you were talking about in Steel, how much of a thorn on the side he could be on the defender side. I think it's just Steel in general, whenever they're playing the defender side, because he's the type of mastermind that just knows the different types of play styles and how to adapt on the fly. So when you're having aggressive players like FaZe right now, or like Gen G when is dashing into sites, he kind of knows where he could place these nanoswarms, where he could place these turrets to actually help 100Ts come back and claw back on the defender side. So as FaZe has a lead of a 9-3, and now the gap is slowly closing to a 10-5, there's still a potential that 100Ts could catch up in this game. Just Steel needs a few more rounds to know how FaZe are currently playing their attacker side, because we've only seen 3 so far in the second half. And this
If 100
is
Days
the
loses
third
this gun
of
round,
this
it's
half.
I think it's
So
go
this is gonna
next.
be the
You
first
know.
time we kind of have an idea of how FaZe might spread out and split out their default,
Yeah.
and maybe
I agree.
100Ts might adapt on time. But it's a 5-point spread.
Ooh,
it's
Nash was
close,
doing the
but still not
headshot
close
wall.
He missed it last round.
By the way, got a confirmation that it was
Trying
more of
again.
a technical delay for why they didn't defuse that spike over on B. It wasn't BM or anything, chat, so you can calm down.
You just said it was a
They had
technical
issues.
delay.
Speaking of technical issues,
What
there
the
we go.
fuck is my stream doing, dude?
I went full beep boop there. I lost everything.
Uh-oh.
Hopefully we'll get it back, and yeah, there we are. No casualties as of yet. Nice shock darts coming out.
They
Look
broke
at
that
the
wall
damage
so
dealt
early,
to
holy
their
shit.
Sage,
It's good.
who's now stuck around the
Yep.
corner. Nitro has to go for this self.
Damn, I don't like 100 Thieves positioning.
Oh my
God.
Double kill for Marv.
Holy
Absolute
fuck!
rolled.
Getting involved in the action, and that's basically the round over yet again.
Look at this guy, he's
Hiko,
pushing
the
heaven.
clutch
Love
god.
it.
What's he got for us? Shock darts coming out, but it's all up to him. The crosshair placement is choice, but Hiko flushed out by the nade. It's a 1v3. Shock dart around the corner, but falling back to his original position. Has to be aware of the bullets that are pouring out through two. Goes for a recon dart. Gets destroyed before.
That's so annoying.
Dude,
He's getting fucking
literally-
tagged through the wall.
FaZe at
Just
double
what-
digits
oh,
and spreading
God.
the gap further here with 11. They're right on the edge of closing out map 1.
And that's another player that you haven't had a chance to talk a lot about this
Sheesh,
first half. is
one map
Mark here.
advantage.
He gets
Yeah.
2 nice entries into the A
Fucking
site. Didn't
about
have a
to be
chance to do that much
2-0.
action because again, the ones that are on the top.
Yeah, this
map
one
are
map
the ones
advantage
that are
is
doing all these, face-to-face
gonna hurt
head-on
real bad
contacts
for,
and
100
those fights
Thieves.
too. So there's no opportunity for-
We might be
opportunities for
on this
There's not
casting
really any
couch for not
opportunities
very
for
long, it
Red.
turns
They're
out.
not dying too for
Right.
how well
We
FaZe
might
have been
be
playing
done
this
in
map
2
so
maps
far.
here,
So
boys.
now that he has an opportunity to say, look, I don't have to fall back or lay back and support my team. I can try to frag with the team too. I mean, that's 2 great openers.
Interesting.
I love this. They're gonna
I
wall off.
I don't mind this,
underside
but
of
it's
2,
just
and they're
very
just
interesting.
Gonna charge for a split A.
Something I
And
have
it
not
works out
seen.
so well. Poor Asuna.
Every time I try to call that same thing in a pug, like in a ranked game, nobody listens. Nobody understands, and I hate it.
After shot to
Yeah,
the
that's.
dome.
I mean, it's clean as fuck. It's fast. Baby Bass hitting all his
Now
shots.
it's all
Like,
up to Hiko, who
it's
used
just
the ult to try to slow
disrespect,
things
baby.
down.
They didn't even need to do that. They could have just chilled because they're fucking the ones that are
Just
just
a classic
chilling, and
left.
the 100 Thieves has no money,
what-
but
what
they
can
just
you even
decide,
do?
yeah, no.
Tube
Can't
is
even
walled
break the
off.
We're just gonna get in there.
Underside's walled
Does
off.
FaZe get advantage for
Only
winning
got a
upper
ghost,
bracket? Yeah,
so
FaZe has a
what
one
are
map
you gonna
advantage.
do?
Yeah.
Nice shots coming out on the
Oh, he.
and another one. Hold on. We've seen him win rounds like
He
this
winning the
before,
round,
but it
but
would be
fuck,
the
it was
most
nice.
impressive by far if he was able to somehow pull it off. The positions are going to make it difficult, though, when they do. 12 rounds for FaZe.
So this is the old school phase. I told you guys, like, guys and girls, there's some rounds where they could just turn on the switch and be good old phase. Some rounds is going to be this new phase that we've been witnessing throughout the week. So that time, they get the plant, and they also push through spawn.
Gonna op?
They didn't even care about the spike.
A
If there was
stinger?
anything
Oh, he's
gonna
getting
be flanking or
daggers.
playing
I
ninja,
see. I was like,
everybody
wait,
left the
what?
site and was hunting down the last player, Hiko, even if he only had a ghost. So there was an opportunity after Hiko got those 2 kills where it was like an oh crap moment, Eureka, we have to come back to the site and try to prevent that spike from being defused. But FaZe, because of that confidence level, because of the fragging ability that Baby Bay, Corey, and everybody else actually currently has, they are okay to continue to play such a loose style.
Double op setup coming out from 100 Thieves, and oof.
What
Couldn't get
the
dash
fuck?
in time. The tailwind's a little bit late. So 2 picks for 100 Thieves, both off the back of the ops.
FaZe
Walk
doesn't give a
through.
fuck, though.
Walk through,
Yeah.
Zach. Oh.
Good old Baby Bay dash into a player, as I mentioned before.
Exactly. Ethan's
Ooh.
still on site. And
Ooh.
he has been on one.
Shot.
Killing
His
it right
caster.
now as the top performer for 100 Thieves. Has to watch his flank, though.
Literally did the same
As
thing as
there's
you.
players on each side of Maze, does have support from Asuna, who's in position to make sure that doesn't happen.
This is
the
the comeback.
From Asuna
OT.
onto Zachary. Last player standing as Rock is taking damage inside dark cover, looking to escape. Shock dart's almost right where it needs to be.
Stop the cap.
I actually don't
But
think
it's
there's a
around
way they
100
come back
Thieves.
because FaZe is
Question
going to continue to
is,
do
how long
dumb
can they
shit,
keep this
and then it's
going?
going to just one of the rounds is going to stick, and then it'll be good.
Exactly. Right, they had it on both sides of the map. You had Nitro opping it from the back of the site of A side. You have Steel on the right side, but now if Steel is playing that close,
It's crazy. 100 Thieves just didn't have an answer for their puggy kind of style.
Flash and dash, or
Yeah.
sorry, not a flash. Well,
The
they
whole
could do it
first
with
half
Zachary,
is
but
just a FaZe show.
much more paranoia. But if they're actually going to be able to get
The
like,
highlight
a
reel,
recon
baby.
dart and a dash to push
I'm just
back
surprised they
and
didn't
forth,
expect it,
force
dude. They're going up against
and
these
play that
guys.
aggressive
Of course they're
play
going
style
to
that they usually
fucking
do,
send
they
it.
could
They're just going to
overpower the
fight,
B-side
fight,
quite
fight.
easily.
But I guess it really comes down to if you're not going to hit your shots, then
If I'm
fuck.
not mistaken, winner of this.
And you could have the
will be
best
facing
strats in the
off
world, but
against
if you can't win the gunfight, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
during the Masters, loser has to play Immortals.
Correct.
And if I'm looking at those 2 teams on
Oof.
paper,
Oof, indeed.
no
Uncharacteristic
disrespect to
miss.
Xset, but Immortals is scary right now. Xset's been playing well as well. I'm not trying to take anything
Nice,
away
Nick.
from them, but based on the way we've seen Immortals play more recently, that is kind
Instant
of
res.
terrifying.
Love it.
Yep.
Here we've got
Wow.
a fast play onto the A site that seems to be working out. It's paying off early
That
at
was
least. And
such
you
a
can see the
massive
pick
kill.
come from
Oh,
the
no.
off.
Nitro.
Marved
No.
again with a heroic
That's all
performance
she
as
wrote,
the
folks.
Sage trying to keep
Just
things
kidding.
more
Marv
manageable,
is
but no,
throwing.
goes up on top
I
of the
love
wall
the
to play
throw
an
from Mars,
aggressive play,
but
drops the
everyone's
spike,
throwing,
but
actually.
it's all going to fall onto Steel, who's
They
now
just
on
keep
the
holding
flank
W.
with an op. Not exactly an ideal weapon, and the first shot comes
Surprised he
through,
went for that.
trying to stop
I didn't even
the
know he was
spike
there.
placement.
He just shot.
Now they
Yep.
know where he's at.
He's hoping.
He's
I
got a
mean,
full
12-6.
kit, though.
All right,
he
go
did that
next.
shit.
Maybe flush one player out. There you go. He's going to try to get
Steel has
Marcus
this,
out of
what
the
do you
lane,
mean?
put the turret down. But BBB has the off angle.
The turret doesn't go wide enough to clear out that position. Wants to peek for it, has the
kidding, he
inkling
does
that
not
a player
have
could
this.
be on high, but it doesn't matter. GG's are
All right,
all
next map. Next map. Next map's Bind, I think. Bind will be fun.
and they make
I don't
it
think I've seen
somewhat easier
Bind
for
from
the
100 Thieves in a
2-6
while.
win. Now I have to to say.
Just because they might have played yesterday, but I didn't watch, right?
Yeah, they did
They
play
did,
yesterday.
yeah.
Gen G picked it, and then they got slaughtered on it.
The only issue right now, if you're looking at the roster right here for FaZe, is that they eliminate the Sentinel for this map. They bring in Zachary. So when we talked about the verticality of Icebox, going into bind, now they have to focus on how do we avoid
the
the
breach
flashes
out
from the
on
flash and
FaZe.
dash of Zachary and Baby Bay together. And I'm pretty sure 100 Thieves will be ready for
Interesting.
I like it because I think they're gonna get aggressive with it.
Yeah.
They're gonna do their same style, but with actual coordination of flashes and shit.
Ooh, that's a lot of info. You take a quick on that. Okay, never
So
mind.
right now we
All
do
right.
have some sort of a
Where?
setup default.
I went to
FaZe.
I am
spawn.
so surprised they
We
didn't
talked
take a
about
quick.
aggressive for them on the
I mean, I guess I
attacker
still
side,
could do it now,
we
but
did see that early flash and dash. They're
We
working
didn't
off the
spot all
owl drone,
three.
but it's going to be
He did.
Asuna that pushes out towards the showers and catches Zachary off guard, but did not notice that Marv was just around the
Interesting.
corner at showers.
well, it worked out
Oh.
anyway,
The
right?
spike has been planted,
Yep.
and Marv is going to try
Turn
to
these
come in towards
casters
that
down.
showers.
Jesus
They
Christ.
droned
Right
out
now,
short. I guess they didn't want to run
we have
into
a
anything
double flank
stupid. Maybe he didn't spot
from
all
the
three. I don't
Cypher,
know.
Which is going to be Steel, of course, and Ethan just from behind. Spike is now taken down as Marv is trying to play that pulse plant for the team.
Raucous.
It all comes down to once
Frenzy,
again
dude.
Hiko. If he could clutch this time a 3 versus 1 against 2 players that's been popping off, and that's Corey and also Baby Bay.
Sheesh.
But it doesn't work out. Corey gets the kill. First round comes in for FaZe in that pistol. And mind you, if you just tuned in now, we do have a 2-0 scoreline and a best set of 5. So the question is, what happens there? FaZe, because it coming from
One
the
more
upper
thing
bracket
about the
finals,
teabagging. I
they
never
do
thought
have
in
one
my
map in hand
30
in the
years
series,
of life
while now it's
almost,
2-0. So,
most of it gaming,
100 Thieves
like
from this point
22
on
years of
has
gaming
to win
experience
every single
about,
map, the next 2 coming potentially being
I never
Bind
thought
Breakout
that
and Haven
there would ever
to
be
try
a
to bring this to
discussion
last and final
about
map of Ascent.
banning
So brief this
teabagging.
around being held here. Now
To be
it's gonna
honest.
be,
See,
we're gonna see a split
I-
From a
on
different
the
era,
side.
man.
I
Instead of
see
having
it
that front
though,
action,
because it
Zachary's
could
gonna
stem
come
into
back in
something much
for,
worse.
Corey to try
No,
to
I
get
see
in
it. I
control
get
of
it. I
Luka.
just can't believe
Meanwhile,
that
though,
it's
for
a
100
thing
trying to play aggressive
that
towards this
is being
front A.
discussed. you know?
Everyone handles their business differently. You know, like Call of Duty probably encourages it.
Marv now
Shit like that.
does get a kill from
You just
Luka.
gotta know your audience.
And
It's
that's
really
the
that
question.
simple. You know your audience. So I see
Trying to
it.
go for that
Room,
paranoia a
dude.
little bit
Read
too
the room.
Read the room. Yeah, you read the room. And I'm sure these TOs have read the room and they're like, all right, let's not fucking do this. People shooting the ground and shit. Like, that's, nah, that's not what
It
they want.
also isn't just up to players anymore. Like back in the day, it was just the gamers. You know, companies didn't exist like this, but now it's such like a mainstream thing. So
Yeah.
I could see it being more of a business play rather than just like, oh, we can just let the players do whatever the fuck they want. No, there's a lot of money, a lot of people watching.
Allows for them to
I
play
get
back
it.
into sands and get those picks. This means now we
As
have
you said
a
that,
bonus
somebody said
round
gaming's
for
getting more
FaZe, and for 100
mainstream.
Thieves,
Not like the nerds of the good old days.
full AR
Yeah,
round of
exactly.
on the defense, 2-0 on the scoreline, and with
There
this
wasn't
bonus,
fucking
there's a
like
potential
100,000
just
people
wanna go
watching you
aggressive
teabag
in
someone
Treasure
back then.
'cause look where Baby Bay's at.
Yeah, there was like 5.
I wouldn't be surprised if
At
a couple
most.
satchels from Zachary to get into the
That was
They
the
were
people in the match. They were in the match.
Yeah, they were in the match. That's it.
And they're gonna have an
And
aggressive
standing
split
behind the
towards
computers.
east side. But this is a good boom bot on the ground here from Asuna. Clears out the angle, gets some information that there's at least somebody there, but there is that push coming in. So we have off the owl drone, 3 players moving in.
100 Thieves does this a lot, where they aggress showers.
Behind towards that spawn.
Man,
so
Baby
Bay's
Bay's
at the
so
point.
deep.
There's
Holy
that
shit,
first,
nice
but still
shot by
gets the
Steel.
wide swing, immediately gets traded out as
They
keep pushing in.
lost that
actually.
exchange
But now
real
100 Thieves
bad.
has the 1-minute advantage. Asuna waiting for this
Holy
spike.
I do-
He's waiting for the
fucking
push through the
balls.
It's
Yeah,
Raucous.
I do like that they're
Coming
playing
forward.
together though,
Only
as far as
a
like the
4-on-1
pushes and everything.
Zachary,
Even if they're
a
not
self
winning it
flash,
here,
a first
because it is
headshot
their
with the
fucking
Spectre,
shitty gun
picks up the
bullshit.
Vandal at 30 HP, but they are closing in on him. You have the shock darts. The peek
Ooh,
from
he gets
Hiko
that
at
kill. It's
Heaven, and
massive.
100 Thieves puts the
That was their
first
bonus.
on the
So
scoreboard.
Yeah.
they were trying to do something. I was gonna say they were trying to do something scrimmy for their bonus, but that's just kind of how these dudes play. So
which allows them to get at least maybe a
As long as they're doing
small
it
buy
together,
from one of
man.
the players.
Whatever.
Nitro has enough to drop one for Steel as well.
very true.
But what's good here
The only
is
time I don't like it is when someone's off by themselves doing some dumb shit. But as long as they're duoed up and they have some sort of plan, go for it.
You're going to see 100
Yeah.
Thieves back
Catch them
on
off
site.
off guard.
They do have a showstopper ready here with Corey. The idea maybe right now is to take that hookah control again and try to get that showstopper opener into the site. We are also one orb away from the ultimate from Hiko, but he's playing it very passively towards his heaven. So this focus, this concentration.
Oh my God, they're
towards
walking
long
through.
range seems to be paying off. The Owl drone to come out right now for FaZe to try to clear out the area. A couple of smokes to retaliate on the
And
long
support
as well.
paranoia.
It's a stalemate. The main action now happening towards Hookah. Cage is already up from Steel, and it's going to be fairly slow. 1:13 on the clock. Pain shells through the
Little
teleporter
B
that came in
splitterino?
from Asuna.
Are they committing to it, or are they gonna dip?
Looks like I think they're gonna commit. There's 3 here though.
There's 4 here.
Yeah, this is not good for FaZe. Really not good, actually.
But under the window and also close towards Shed, they catch FaZe off guard, and 100 Thieves are now in the lead with 2 players.
Hello?
Versus, or 2 players ahead rather, and Ruckus jumps out a window, gets the kill onto Hiko.
You thought someone was like 40 feet tall and like right on his back.
2-2 scoreline.
You really thought someone was chasing him.
Yep.
To get a gun round into here, but FaZe are gonna be the one on the Eco instead, and 100 Thieves has a chance to take the upper hand.
Man, I am sorry. For whatever reason, technical issues precluded me from being able to speak. Technology was like, no, you're done for the day.
I was running out of breath, man. That was like my last breath going through. I don't know if chat realized, but I didn't take a single breath in like 3 minutes.
Just too much color and play-by-play. There's a boombot going into the showers that'll spot the position of Baby Bay. We do have ourselves at a tie score 2-2. Unfortunately, missed a few of those early rounds. Had to reboot.
Ooh, it's kind of sick.
That was clean. None of it broke. He can see over short.
You can see over a short and showers.
Yeah.
Kind of cool spot. I like this.
You're mean to me, chat.
Still a good comeback here for 100 Thieves, but with FaZe, the wall went up, so they knew that FaZe were on some sort of an eco, right? So preventing FaZe from getting any type of like late control towards showers, that wall already came up from Nitro, and he was also using it as a one.
So FaZe is about to get fucked.
Yep.
They're about to get destroyed this round.
Literally pushed all the way through. This guy's in spawn. Ethan is. Yeah, they will get boned right here. Oh, he gets stunned there? That's unluck.
His wall broke too.
That nade forces the hand of Baby Bay as well.
I turned in such a weird spot.
What do they do with it? Oh,
okay.
Alrighty.
He just got 3 with his Hunter's Fury. Alright.
With the Hunter's Fury. I don't know if I've personally ever seen
nice.
More than 2. So an incredible ult coming out from Hiko. Again, the targets were pretty softened up, and they also didn't bring much to the table. Yeah. Now we've got the full buy coming in. Baby Bay also has the ult available. Does opt to go for a purchase, though. Now, we did watch Baby Bay find the ace early on. With
what are you going to do after this, by the way?
Beyond that, we didn't really see much ult activity out of Baby Bay. It was mostly with the rifle and the op as well later in that series.
Maybe play some Valorant? I haven't played in a while. Oh, the whiff. The dart whiff.
Yeah, being softer on that hit towards the short A. That split was perfect for Hiko to land those 3 kills with the Hunter's Fury. It's such a tight hallway. To even try to take U control, you're pretty much a mouse trapped in a maze. And you couldn't get to the cheese in the end, unfortunately. And 100 Thieves are looking good now.
Walks right into the crosshair.
Use that confidence to try to get more early information, but it's Nitro that gets punished early.
Kind of weird.
Unfortunately, and a 1-in advantage already.
That he just walked on out. I don't know.
Oh.
And they're leaning
and
towards
he's just solo, yeah.
As it's been weakened down.
Interesting.
I get it. They saw 3B, but
the scary thing right now for FaZe is
I don't know.
Well, he had a Suna there, so I don't know why he didn't just, you know,
first map. He is
just
so
go with him.
incredibly good on this map specifically, especially looking at his time playing under Immortals, but here as well with 100 Thieves, he can be incredibly difficult to
they love showers control. Jesus.
Sees that fault line
Ooh.
decides to put out of the way.
Quick.
Baby Bay in the meantime gets the punish.
Steal.
They're somehow able to drop Ethan as well.
Look at the flame.
The APC sights lost, and it's a massive advantage.
Look at the
Everything's falling apart.
That
And
sucks.
it's the round win for
They just get
FaZe.
smoked.
We'll even get the spike there at the end to add a little bit of extra on top. So 100 Thieves just couldn't quite hold against that short push. And I don't know if it was Ethan's move across that allowed them to just easily take advantage of the only player playing on site in Asuna. But Ethan couldn't do much after the port either, getting taken down by Baby Bay, who was again on that relentless full-speed assault.
Yeah, when you lose Nitro early like that, right, you don't have the Frost Orbs, and when you're playing an open U-Haul, and you know that they might potentially dash into the site, you need those Frost Orbs towards the short A, trying to slow that down, try to slow down the clearing from FaZe into the A site. But that didn't allow for 100 Thieves to have...
No way this guy just walk peeks at himself. And he... I'm mad. I'm so mad that he, one, decided to walk peek that himself, and two, he gets the fucking kill.
Yeah.
That was so just... No. Oh my god. The moves. The moves.
Wow, he tagged Higo. Higo's tilted. Re-aggresses as soon as a maniac. I love it.
Quick little jiggle peek onto Marv.
Guy's flying around in sight, and then he's right back in showers.
Who's lurking his way over onto the B site, where you've still got one playing defense.
Ooh, look at that fat rotation. Imagine they all TP'd right now.
And just hold the line.
Shoot.
The boombot's coming straight for Ethan's position. The recon darts off the money. The explosion, though, is right there in his face. So
you love the Roombas.
Very low on HP. Has to be careful. Needs some help. Flying into position.
He didn't use it.
Well, he couldn't really.
Yeah, he couldn't try to snipe him out of the air. Yeah, don't check elbow.
But it still is down to 1 here for FaZe. A 1v2 as the hat comes out. Not going to be able to react in time due to that.
I ult.
Tossed out. And it's
Thought he knew he was there.
And Hiko just goes for it. Full swing from the 30.
Probably because he was getting marked by the arrow, and he wanted to like at least have a little bit of wall hacks of his own.
It's definitely hard on a 1 versus 1, and you have to face against Hiko. It's you're quaking in your boots usually at that point. And I like this time for 100 Thieves was that the utility that was used towards that site.
There's showboating penalties in every sport. Why should banning teabagging be any different? I think it's just because, you know, gamers.
You saw that Baby Bay was dashing as trying to make his way in. The difference before was that for
I think there's a lot of people that aren't just. I think a lot of people aren't used to gaming being mainstream. Is all. Oh, that was sick. That's cool. I didn't know you could do that. To be honest.
And the trades that was necessary for them to regain the lead in this half.
How did that boombot not give away his
steal?
Yeah.
That was really confusing. There's the ult from Marv.
Oh, he's an elbow. Big
Nitro
fight right here.
now has to deal with what's coming this direction. You can see the ult being popped
Never
by
mind.
their Omen.
Huge fight.
Back behind enemy
Huge
lines.
fight.
You've got Baby Bay now moving into position with the knives out, despite the fact that they had Marv in an advanced position. It doesn't really make too much of a difference as he was taken out quickly by the player still hanging out on site, and Nitro, who's still here, by the way.
Nicky, fighting from LB.
Back towards elbow. I love what Baby Bay is trying to do. Dodging some recon darts as well.
Off your feet.
Coming out, the Rolling Thunder.
He's getting in there.
He got away with one, dude.
The flashes are still coming out.
Zachary gets the other
Now
one.
it's down to 1. It's Nitro, the player who originally
And
was
Nitro to push that and lose the fight to Raucus.
I can't believe he just got. I can't believe he got away with that. That jet.
His breach wasn't even there to like trade fast enough too. Like he won the trade with the breach flash, but it was late.
Yeah.
Was able, to get that kill onto Ethan, who got knocked by the Rolling Thunder of Zachary.
I wasted all my points for this one message.
Or better timing for the person from 100 Thieves. I was able to take the left side of the entrance of B side to get that backstab frag without being stunned onto Baby Bay, which made things, of course,
not good for the boys on 100T. Gonna have to go with a little shit buy. They got no moolah. And they're gambling the wrong way. But they're going to be fast flanking. This is kind of nice, actually, for them. If FaZe doesn't go quick, they're kind of going to get boned.
Well, they're going quick. Yep.
Never mind. They're in sight.
They're probably going to get a pretty good read on all. Yep. Okay. They're fine.
Someone watch the flank, and that's a wrap.
Raucus catches one on the backside of mid. Look at this setup right now. There's so many players trying to come in from Hookah for 100 Thieves. As they start to make their way out, they don't really have the greatest of hardware, and that's going to allow them to line some.
Oh, he got two.
Yeah, that. I mean, literally, that gun is the best gun in the game.
Get a third out, not going to find a third kill on the round. FaZe is taking control of that scoreboard.
Bucky does not fuck around.
Since round 3, they lost it in round 4, where things got tied up by 100 Thieves. It's been a back and forth a little bit since then. Raucus currently top of the scoreboard for FaZe. Baby Bay has kind of faded into the background a little bit. Still sitting at 7 and 6 and 5. It's not a bad performance, but compare that to the nearly double-digit.
He's not gonna free us because you all keep asking
I really
about
don't like
Rust.
Bind, man.
I think he had.
You what?
That
You,
sucks.
you don't like
I
this
don't
map?
like I just don't like this map. The way it plays in comp, the way it fucking plays in game.
So, I feel like I'd enjoy watching it more if people played it with the portals. I feel like in NA people forget that those portals are there, but you can really mind fuck the enemies with those portals. You can revolve your whole strat around just bouncing between them. Fake bouncing, whatever. But you never see it in NA, ever. I don't see any teams do it. But I bet you if we watch EU, I bet you they're doing it.
Trying to say, dude, you better.
I mean, EU's got a brain. NA's got that aim.
Ult used to get them some space. I might scare the members of 100 Thieves. Corey spots one, up one.
What the fuck, dude? Okay.
Ethan just sticks around a little too long.
Literally, how does that work? That's a great question to ask.
Here, support has arrived, and now it's all up
They
to
cleared
Mark.
nothing. Everything was on that ult.
And that tiny, tiny little head of the Cypher with no hat. So difficult to hit. We're tied up again. 100 Thieves with a strong defensive hold on the A site. And you mentioned Bucky for Steel. Steel has been a player we've seen use shotguns, I think, more than anyone this whole event. And it's just shown how strong the shotguns can be in the right position. Here it's with the Phantom, and he'll get a 3K.
You think they'll ever add emotes to this game?
Holding U-Haul and preventing the push from short from being successful.
Yeah, probably.
So you see how he places that?
Why wouldn't they?
I don't know.
Right there. So
Like maybe end around emotes?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like in the last 10 seconds, you can like, you could do a something.
A dance?
A dance, yeah.
Perfect hold as Ethan got popped by a showstopper. But this round, we're changing the pace for FaZe. We've already gotten early control inside hookah. The Hunter's Fury that came out from Rockies was just trying to push the players back.
It's a good way to encourage safe kind of BM, you know?
Reading it correctly at the beginning,
Yeah.
but as they're
Safe.
What if they add a teabag emote?
it's gonna get reset. They're gonna have to rotate some players back quite soon. But it's just Steel that's supporting Asuna with the camera. And finally, he's rotating back, but he has to come back soon. FaZe is creeping up.
Asuna on site spots them short.
It just, that'd be hilarious. Actually, if they banned teabagging, but then made you pay to win for teabagging. And they made you pay like $70 to get the teabag emote.
Holy fuck. That was sick.
Death from above.
This Overwatch gamer is something else.
It really is flying.
Baby Bay. Multiple kills on the round.
Okay.
For the Jet here for FaZe. Again, it comes down to one player. This time it's going to be Nitro, who's stuck on the B site with an op, realizing there's more value to the weapon in hand. Has to pick off Corey, who understood that Nitro is trying to hang on to this one, and now the hunt begins.
At Shroud, will you play Warzone next week after the new map update? I don't think so, no. Unlikely.
Sometimes you see teams that just plant and they play triple U. They play one towards showers. They play one towards long A. They just want to set up that crossfire and prevent the flanks from the.
He plays so loose. Baby Bay does. He plays that Jet to the T.
They're always pushing towards that.
Just fucking actually weaving it up.
So much more difficult for 100 Thieves to retake the A side. The A side, in my opinion, is one of those sites that's very hard to retake on this.
Someone
map.
asked, can you even practice for a playstyle like FaZe?
The only place you can come
What do you
in
think,
is Heaven.
Mike?
And Heaven, you have
Yeah.
angles that could be watched from. That's
Ow.
you, that's short A, and that's also from showers. It's a great.
I mean, it just kind of comes down to holding your angs together,
A little bit of RNG
making sure you get the trades on the dumb plays.
Oh yeah.
You can see.
But what do you
his
do
crosshair was-
when
bullets
The
were going
problem
through.
is,
Baby Bay flies
yeah,
into
I was gonna say
like,
the problem is
But it was a
if
great move to dodge
they're
that
doing
ult.
these like crazy scrimmy kind of puggy strats,
We still have
solo or whatever,
coming in from 100 Thieves.
and their aim is
Close out the
on,
first half.
sometimes you just get fucking out aimed. Like you literally can't do anything.
Eats that fault line.
If you get out aimed,
Okay.
you just get out aimed. Like that's it. It's that simple. And I don't know what the fuck Nitro's doing. Jesus.
I think he's blinded by Breach, but I don't know why he's in the open too. Look at this guy. If he should have killed Hiko there with that right click, but whatever.
I mean, what Baby Bay just did there was terrible.
Yep.
They already opened up the round, and he just said, "Hey, I'm throwing."
And we've seen
You know
how
what's
successful
cool
he
though
can
about
be with
that is
this
if his
one.
team followed
In the
up,
meantime,
I think it would have been
Marcus snuck out
decent
into
if
the
they
cubby.
all followed in like 4-man leading the dash charge.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they didn't. They stayed Nocta.
Well, it's hard. That's hard to coordinate because Jet's so fast.
Yeah, it happens so quick. He's just like, and I'm going in, and everyone's like, oh, I have to hold W, dude. I can't just fucking fly in there. You're Jet, bro.
Yeah.
So it's all down to this. A 2-on-2 to close out the first half. You've got a player inside smoke, goes from
Ooh,
port
got the
away,
TP out.
and I love it.
Play.
Shadow step to get out, and
They're
the port
very
to get
low,
back
though.
to the A site. They're going to go for spike placement across the map. Well played from FaZe. The question is whether or not they'll survive for long enough, as you've already got a player coming up from short.
He's looking for arrows. You see that shit?
Yeah.
He's like, dude, Zeus, don't smite me.
Ethan gets there so fast, and they're just not prepared for it.
But yeah, you could 100% prepare for a style like this. It's just hard. If the team that has this kind of aggressive style is very like they're feeling on and they can't seem to miss, then you just sometimes lose. But it just happens.
From FaZe there at the end, but 100 Thieves keeps things close. It's 6-6 as we get ready to jump into the second half pistol round of the utmost importance. We're gonna throw things
The only
right
problem
into
with
the
this
back.
style
We're
of play is
gonna
it
find that
feels
early
so
on.
inconsistent to me. It's hard to keep.
I was never worried. I think we're going to see a third map. But again, if we're going to see this combination of this long B that usually happens with Baby Bay and Zach.
God, I'm so happy I'm not a pro, dude. I'm already like I can already feel the not pressure, but just like the bullshit that comes with losing or winning. Ugh. It's so ass, man. Like people are so ass.
For sure.
They read that.
It's probably worse now than it ever has been.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
more of them.
They're just still holding their grounds.
Honestly, I don't miss that one bit.
I was talking about that last night.
I don't miss it one fucking.
yesterday.
I don't miss it one fucking bit. Ugh.
I miss the. I told my chat that I miss the complete. Like I'm a competitive person, so I miss the competitive aspect. But everything else, nah, you can keep all that.
Yeah, I mean it's fun to play a tournament.
Yeah, it's a cool arrow. Simple yet effective.
It looks like we will see at least some presence towards B early, but they are playing towards port, so we might see a port play set up with players still positioned over
That race nade.
Got one in showers, one other towards short.
Dude, not even fucking close. What are you doing, baby? Like we're gonna. I think he wanted to aggress with Breach, maybe, but Breach was too far back and they were up too close.
Oh no.
Oh, steal. The trust of the right click.
Ooh.
And now there's a fat paranoia coming into the showers.
Ooh.
Everything is falling apart.
You need to go for one more there.
There's no time. They're gonna have to rush out and show themselves in. Now with no time left, it's Zachary that gets the last kill. And
3-0 for FaZe, or
at least though, because with that heavy execution towards that B side 400 Thieves, they never rotated out for FaZe. So they were ready also for the style of pistol rounds. 400 Thieves expecting this lurk from Steel towards short A, and they capitalize on that pistol.
An unfortunate turn for 100 Thieves. I thought they were just going to go for the early B presence, and if they find the openings, just dedicate to it. But they were sold on what they wanted to do from the start of the round, which was that A-split portal play. Unfortunately, the players on A...
So, honestly, I liked 100 Thieves what they were doing with the TP strat, but it really just relied on those extremities to get their kills. They lost the kills, that's why they lost the round.
You see that? You see what Baby has?
Yeah, a little Marshall.
Marshall, and not only is it just a Marshall, it's a Wasteland Marshall.
The best. Baby Bay might be my new favorite player, so.
Yeah, because of that. Breach flash, you're mad. Shot in the back, had no chance. Mauled.
That's when things get scary, right? Baby Bay still holding his confidence true towards that long B, the first pick.
Keep the Marshall. Keep the Marshall, Baby Bay, please.
So that
do me proud.
Any type of split that 100 Thieves are trying to do on that pistol round.
Well, he probably will,
and of course,
honestly.
as you mentioned here, Mark, it was an eco for 100 Thieves, so they're much easier kills. I mean, it's a one shot that's a 101 to the body from the way Baby Bay shoots it, so you didn't have any shields for 100 Thieves. They wanted to maximize their economy so they could get a full gun round into this round, just because they can get the spike plan on the first pistol.
All right, 100 Thieves should win this round pretty clean.
Full utilities. There's only also that's going to be on small shields, and they're trying to play aggressive here. Showers.
Gets the tag though.
Get him.
What is he? He's
Soon as
running
done.
with a fucking Roomba out, dude. Gun out. You know they're
Well, they
shit
got
by.
control of Showers, but like you said, it cost
And
them
their
a little bit.
phase. They're just
Yeah.
Dealt to Asuna, who's now
True.
running away.
Asuna has
Guys
been
gotta
pretty
Looking
quiet
for
this
Nitro. He needs Nitro to
BO5
consume that
actually,
heal to bring him back up. Look how
which
low
is,
he is
I mean,
on
as of
feelings,
yesterday, like
and there's
was
the heal.
he was
So
an
it
absolute
slows
goat.
things down and it changes the intended pace.
Games are day-to-day
You've
basis,
also got
dude.
the armor
Swear.
stripped away for Asuna, which is going to make things a little bit more difficult for him as well. Sitting on just 84 HP after the heal comes through.
Yeah, especially when it's a bonus round for FaZe. They're still in the Marshal, they're still in the Spectres. So when your duelist has no shields for 100 Thieves and you're trying to satchel charge into B site, for example, then he could get melted out and the crossfire could still be very strong for FaZe. They've already rotated
That Marshall's
players
so
out that B
fucking
side.
sick, man.
For 100 Thieves, they've reset things around. They grabbed the
Ugh,
spike,
that's the last one I'm
pushing
missing.
towards the A
I want
side
it.
where it's weaker.
Look at how sick Baby Base skin is. Fuck.
Nitro lining up
30
a
seconds
slow
left.
orb. They're going to be moving in fast. There's the nade coming out. Baby Bay, again with just a Marshal, inflicting serious damage.
Oh, it looks so good in
Down
first
so
person,
much.
too.
Rely heavily on
Holy
Corey, but
fuck.
Just an SMG against rifles, it's difficult to do much. Baby Bay again. The Marshal. Nico.
Don't overextend. Don't. No. Okay. All right, there you go.
The baits. That was
Yeah,
smart.
yeah. I thought he was gonna full commit, and I'm like, no. Wait for the boys, and he did.
Yeah, it was really smart.
3 players survive on
Garner all
opponents.
the attention and then fucking just wait.
Yeah, we're going back to like the
Good play by Marv.
style of 100 Thieves where
They got the fucking bonus with Spectres.
really their enemy, on a
I really do think that was an example of overcomplicating the round for 100 Thieves, where in reality you group up and you take ranged fights. And you just use your Vandals. They have fucking Spectres and just pew pew. Hit some heads. Like think about Asuna when he got caught with his Roomba
Yeah.
and he got tagged initially. If he had his gun out and he's holding that angle, he probably would have just headshot him right then and there.
The default was their demise on
Yeah.
that.
I mean, more than likely he does win that fight. Yes.
Drone's gonna see one. Nice
Oof.
flash to lead
Good
them
coordination. Nice flash. Nice
in.
kill.
Another one of those frustrating
Oh,
starts.
Marv is in
Marv
a
wants to
pickle
go
here.
for it out. No, it's actually the
I like the play
paranoia,
from
but Asuna's
Asuna,
right
getting
in his
aggressive,
face.
but traded.
Nearsightedness not gonna
Nico.
affect him.
Corey's just on the flank already.
They have no idea. Corey.
He got
gets
two.
a whiff a little bit at the beginning there,
Couple
but
whiffs,
it's
but he
still
got
down
two.
to one
All right.
player remaining.
Yeah, it's an
Ethan
eco. It
Sheriff
literally doesn't matter.
Does not have spike. It's
Plus, Ethan's an actual
fumbled out
goat
in the
right
middle
here.
of the site.
Yeah, missed a couple
Good
of shots,
quick
but he's still
flank.
good for 2. It's good enough.
Yeah. And that's been the name of the game for FaZe on the defense, is playing really fast across the map. So sure, we talked about Baby Bay doing it on the last map, but Corey was doing the same thing. Both players were playing A. Now that they've split those resources, at times putting one of those players on A.
I can't wait for international events, man. Fuck.
For a short hold.
Don't be a while. You're gonna be waiting a little bit.
It's gonna be so sick.
Pushing regardless of what direction you're going.
Exactly. They can rely on each other, right? The push from Corey, a push from Baby Bay. If it doesn't work out, look at this. They're trying to walk into a site, and the angles are perfect for someone like Raucus or from Marv, and those players are also hitting their shots, which means that you could definitely play that loosened play style for Corey and Baby Bay. Be comfortable with it.
Oh, did you hear that? April 1st, they're opening up like all like amusement parks and shit here in Cali with like very, very, very small capacity.
That's such a bad idea.
Into Nitro. Now it's the same thing for FaZe. If Corey and Baby Bay are not letting
Like
Yeah.
I would wait. I would not make anything definitive till we see what the fuck happens with Texas and Mississippi.
Yeah, I mean,
If there's a spike, you just go back into quarantine, dude. I'm so mad. People just literally just have to just stay.
Again, has
This could have all
Asuna's
been
number
avoided.
dialed in.
It's literally
This is
proven that
something we
quarantining
talked
works.
about in that first
Like
map, how
actual
they
quarantining, but people
basically
can't stay in their
eliminated
houses.
Asuna as a threat
It's so easy for us
by
gamers, but
consistently
very easy for what we do, Justin. Very easy. Not everyone has this kind of
forcing him to play there.
luxury.
Again, you've got an op on long, and the recon dart's going to give away the position. Somehow he's
Oh,
still alive.
baby, bye.
Hello, baby.
what
man.
date did you say?
April.
I'm gonna try
First.
to rifle him down now.
I
I
think his
just
op
missed
is
2
broken.
shots.
Are you capping me?
There's the ult coming out from Hiko. Typically on.
Are you
point,
capping
does
me? Hello?
damage, but
What? No.
can't find the finisher.
April 1st?
Yeah.
You said?
Pushing the
Yeah,
smoke on short
as in
distance there,
April
really
Fool's
flanking
Day?
around the corner, just wants to get into Cubby, but actually wants to take the fight a little bit
I don't.
further.
April 1st. I don't know.
Nice player advantage right now for 100 Thieves is they're in a
Okay, dude.
5-on-3. You've still got to deal with Baby Bay on the side.
Either
Now,
you
did
got
Baby Bay go back
trolled
and grab
or
the
I am
doors?
currently
Back on
getting
the rifle,
trolled by
that's the
you.
question.
Yeah, if I'm looking at it from this overhead,
I don't know why that would be an April Fool's.
There you go. So he's watching it from
It's not even April yet.
No,
And that's why
I don't
that
know,
matters.
because someone
Whether
made a
or
little
not we were
hoax
gonna
on a
see that
website. I
top
don't
shot.
fucking know.
Now he has to be careful as there's players all over the place. He doesn't.
Where'd you read this? Is a better question to ask.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
You're actually gaslighting me right now. I'm getting sick of your gaslighting.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Dude's a fucking legend.
I think he's allowed to do whatever he wants when he plays like that consistently.
Ethan trying to survive.
Their fucking 100 Thieves is so mad, dude. Oh my god. They're so
And
pissed.
what did I say? They started that plant towards that B site, 400 Thieves, with 12 seconds remaining. But that allows Baby Bay to just try to keep them disorganized as they're still trying to set up their post plants. So he catches two players
I
off
mean,
guard.
this is not
Goes
even
for
a
the
go
dash,
next
the updraft
situation because there is
into
no
the site
next.
where he
Yeah.
catches
The
them
match is
still
over
off
if
guard
they go
in second
next.
tube, and he himself has made things so easy for FaZe for that retake. Look at this replay.
Oh,
that
that
shot
was
onto
dirty.
Austin was beautiful.
Like I said though, the
So was that.
teams
Even
in
that
this
last click on
final
the steal.
or whatever,
Well,
they're not
it's low
sweating.
HP. Sure, it's a right click,
No,
but
they're not sweating for sure, but
Incredible
it's not
work
like
from
they're
Baby Bay yet
not
again.
trying. Like,
Yeah,
100
yeah,
Thieves
I
is
know,
playing
I know.
right now, and FaZe is just
But I'm
playing
just
against
saying, like, this is the part of the problem where people are gonna take this like fucking a life or death situation, and they're gonna be just like they're gonna send fucking death threats to people, you know, shit like that.
Impactful Baby Bay can be again aggressive.
I've gotten
play.
quite a few of those.
Play
It's pretty
coming in
fun
from
stuff,
Marv,
honestly.
backed by the paranoia.
Wow.
Austin
Nice
still
fucking
didn't stand a
dude.
chance, and a
March
fourth
is
to get
big
away as
old
well.
dick.
Yeah.
Incredibly well
That's
played.
Later,
That's a
2 and I'm
big
out.
TV towards spawn. That's just the most
Oh,
frustrating
God.
thing for 100 Thieves
Oh,
right now because
God.
they don't have an opportunity to trade.
I would hate being
Now
100
Rockets
Thieves
gets
right
another
now.
kill here, and FaZe is looking great for series point.
100 Thieves.
Hello?
True though.
Struggling
I don't
against this fast
He
Did he
acc
do it?
he accidentally did that. No way.
in the last
Mouse
two
had to
rounds.
jump.
Ethan again, the last player standing. There's just too much waiting for.
Everyone that's ever been a professional player has gotten some weird messages about
as they
matches
look
that
to
were
put
bet
100 Thieves to
on,
rest
bet
and
on,
find their
and like
first
they claim that
big
you
win
threw or
with
whatever.
this roster. They've had
Trust me,
second place
happens to
finishes.
any comp
Going
player.
back to the JBL Quantum Cup,
When there's money involved,
able to
people
take a
get
second place
fucking
finish.
brutal.
losing to Sentinels in the final.
They don't give a fuck
2-0.
how you feel.
And outside of that, they got second in a qualifier.
Yep. Never
Like
anything
that.
big.
Yeah, fourth place finish going all the way back to the T1X NSG showdown. That was a completely different roster. It's not even the same full team, if I'm not mistaken, as they had some different pieces to that one. That was before they officially.
All right,
signed
well,
the
I
members
think this is
before you,
over.
as they had depth and
Yeah.
Unless
skill
something
playing
crazy
that.
happens right this second.
Oh, he messed up his satchels so bad.
Pass played towards A. The Rocket's been pulled. It might actually work out here against
He does
this
get one through the
close target.
smoke. Oh,
It's
nice
actually
trade.
Baby Bay, who was a little further
that?
away,
Trades
steps
all
backside.
around.
Marv just to keep his head on a swivel, takes damage from
Oh,
the back,
the
trying to check
comeback?
the other side. And it's a 2-on-3 number.
They forgot the
for 100
vegetables.
Thieves. They hear the player coming through from showers.
What the
He's
hell?
not gonna miss that one.
Thank you.
You know what's funny is I said 100
They don't
Thieves is gonna
wanna
come back
try and close
3-2.
out the series.
I thought they were gonna win this
Such an
3-2.
important round win here for 100 Thieves.
I couldn't have been more wrong
400
That's
if I
Thieves
tried.
facing elimination.
Yeah.
I think they had maximum like 2.
It's not over yet.
after that.
This casting thing is hard, man.
Rockets.
And I got food from Flame Broiler,
Catches Hiko.
Oof, amazing.
and they forgot all the veggies, so it's just
He knows there's a player close.
it's just
Mean
chicken.
rice?
It's just
No, not
chicken and
like this.
rice.
He knows he's got a target right around the corner.
Hey,
but
that's a
Ethan
big
with
fuck
the
up.
swing.
How do you forget all the
Very, very
vegetables?
close. As
The
prize,
veggies are so good when you
almost
put the
closed
soy
out.
on it or the
Oh
teriyaki.
my
sauce.
God.
What that does to the money for 100
This is so
Thieves.
ridiculous.
They could not afford to lose that many bodies.
And who better than Ethan, right? To win that 1 versus 1. We questioned him. We questioned 100 Thieves. We questioned the move. We want to know what it's going to look like long term. Even if it looks like a 12-7 scoreline right now for FaZe, a dominating matchup for FaZe in this series, you could see the potential of what Ethan could bring.
Why
and where 100
people
Thieves could
actually
trust
are
in the
upset
long-term process of this
that
build, of this roster.
FaZe has a one map
Now it's
advantage.
just how do you adapt right now in this instant
Yeah.
versus FaZe because you're facing
Why?
elimination in second place.
They don't understand,
and to
or
also play
I mean, they don't understand
Immortals
it. I mean, they understand it. They just don't like it.
You have to try to claw this back.
Well, it's
In
more
a,
so
in a
that-
tournament like this, I don't really care, but
You're looking at how things are looking for
I've never
100Ths.
been a fan of
I don't
one
think
map
they have an answer
advantage.
yet. They're still holding defaults
It's
because they know
not the
FaZe
most
is on the
competitive for
on the
sure.
aggressive move, and it's Rock is
But I
just
feel
gonna
like
be
they want to
potentially,
reward people for being in the
first
upper
one that's gonna
bracket.
find the
Yeah.
contact with how Corey is pushed all the way up with him towards Sands too.
What?
I think he meant to fake that. He botched it. He accidentally poured it out short. Whoops. Mistakes happen.
What?
Nice flash. That allows them to get onto the site. I'm sure Marv can laugh that one off for now, but he might not be laughing similarly if 100 Thieves can claw this one back, especially if they can take it to
I took a
overtime.
bite of my food when it
Find the
happened. What
W.
happened?
If they force things to ascent, that's when this series gets really interesting.
Marv
'cause
literally
100
just
Thieves
poured it from U-Haul into the
very,
middle of short and just got
strong
opped and
for
right
ascent.
into an opper's
I'm not saying
crosshair.
FaZe isn't, but they need to get
Huh.
past this hurdle right now. 5 rounds separate them, and they very easily took that A site off of a
Was
bit
it
of
an
a
accident?
blunder. And
It
there's no
didn't look
retake
like
here.
it.
It's a full save.
So right
But
now for FaZe
maybe?
is look at their position. If they try to rotate out from showers, Rock is there to kill. If they want to take TP, you have Corey at the bottom of the scent off angle where he can get a couple before he dies, and Baby Bay watching spawn. So they've won so many rounds in a row that they're okay with this to lose a couple of guns, but they want to make it more expensive for 100 Thieves. knowing
Jesus.
that they're going to be on
All
the lower
fire
line
and
for the
TP,
next
dude.
round to get a
Please
couple of
spray the
kills.
door, Corey, please. Wait, how did Nitro die?
He did not
What?
expect that. That's one of those things where radius
Was
of
he
the
in
spike
TP?
died in
barely
TP,
touched
yeah.
There's
the
a little
wall. They got
corner.
null from
I'm
that
pretty
door
sure there's a
that
little
they
corner
saw
in the
100
back
Thieves.
left
They didn't want to come out. They
where
wanted to save
it's
those weapons,
it pokes
so they
out
huddled
a
in the wall,
tiny,
they come out
teeny
from the
corner.
teleporter, and
I might be wrong,
think it was
but I
just,
swear I remember being in
misplaced
there one time and
slightly,
seeing
but
it.
I'm sure he's gonna learn
That's
next
so
time that
lame.
he
That
has
shouldn't be a
to
thing,
start
but
to
whatever.
in off a plant spot.
Like barely. There's a little tiny little pocket.
You mentioned the potential that Ethan has for this roster and what you see in him. Do you think that Omen is the long-term play, or do you think that there's a better agent that more suits his capability?
Oh, that's actually a good question. I think a lot of
God, I
people
love that
really
Vandal skin so
liking
much.
Nitro on Omen before, so I think if
Wasteland?
Ethan is
No,
able
that
to
one right
manage the
there.
play
Oh.
style that they want to come out with Sage, he can definitely be
Oh.
one of those players for that. for
Didn't
sure.
clear
Oh, no.
him.
They didn't
Ba-dum,
clear this
bum,
left side
bum.
with that
Never
drone, did they?
mind. Nitro
I think
just like,
maybe
oh, I
they
didn't
spotted
clear
it.
it, so I'm
It's
gonna kill
possible,
him.
yeah.
Maybe he spotted
Now the
it.
dark gets
And he
into
loses the
that's
fight.
unfortunate,
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
so Corey's able to dodge the damage, and now he's just
I'm
gonna
loving
hunker
it.
down and wait for the peak. Little does he know there's a player currently sitting on the other side. The shock dart will open up the doors. That's what allows the nade to go in. No! It's blocked. It's like mini golf, and the windmill just goes around at the perfect point. Shutting out his opportunity to get that nade. And now he's calling in for backup. He needs some help. Tries to boom bot out before his help arrives. And that'll be his demise. It's a fun little kind of turn of events over there on A-Long.
Yeah, still becomes
Baby
a
Bay
two.
still in sight, though.
Yeah, still
Anybody's
becomes a
round.
2 on either side of the maps as well. So with losing the healer at the beginning could make things
30
difficult for
seconds
100
left.
Thieves, but thankfully for them, how they capitalize on a 4-4, they're still at full HP, but the Rolling Thunder.
Now, they did get that ult orb, but
Thank you for the 10 gifted subs.
Hiko has the ult.
Thank you. 10. Thank
He
you.
wants to use that for post.
I appreciate that, dude.
Now he has to use it on the push, realizing they need to get into the site. There's 12 seconds left. They still haven't secured a plant. Zachary just wants to
Last
go for the
game.
swing,
No.
but it's
Yep.
actually Baby Bay to drop him, and now the round is falling apart. It's gonna be FaZe who go through as the
Unlucko.
#1 seed coming out of Challengers 3 with a big win over 100 Thieves.
Congratulations to FaZe Clan.
Well,